Okay guys, so for the last learning block, what the students were doing was finishing this off. If you haven't done this at home, please stop the video at this point and go and do this sheet on your own, and then come back and watch the solutions. So, a little bit of a recap. If we're looking at the A value here, if A is greater than 1, then you're looking at a vertical stretch. If A is between 0 and 1, then you're looking at a vertical compression. If A is negative, regardless of whether it's a vertical stretch or a vertical compression, then it's a reflection in the x-axis, which means it opens down. Okay? The H value, that's horizontal. It's inside the x squared part. So it's going to be horizontal. Shift. And if it looks like this, then it's going to be to the left. And if it looks like this, it's going to be to the right. You're going to have to keep that straight. And the last one is the K value. That's going to give you a vertical shift. That's up and down, right? So if you get this, that's up. And if you get this, that's down. Just to give you an example over here, so a vertical stretch would be something like 5x squared maybe. A vertical compression would be 1 divided by 5x squared. And a negative is just putting a negative in front of either one of those. Okay, so state the transformations for each of the following. So there's two transformations here. I've got a horizontal shift, left 10, and I've got a vertical shift down 12. Next one, I've got 1, 2, 3 different transformations. I've got a vertical compression of, some people will say 15, some people say by a multiple of 1 over 15. This will be a horizontal shift right 30 and a vertical shift up 25. And the last one, I've got 3 transformations again. So the first one I see here, and the first one that the first one I see is the negative. So if you really want to, you can say it's got a reflection in x-axis. You can say that it has a vertical stretch by a multiple of 7. And you can say that it has a vertical shift down 45. The order matters here, people. Notice I'm doing the reflections and the stretches and compressions before the shifts. Has to be in that order. Okay, write the equation that matches each of the following descriptions. Up 9, left 14, stretch of 8. Well, the left 14 is where I'm going to start. So x plus 14 squared is left 14. Up 9, and I'm going to do left. And the stretch of 8, I'm going to do last. This one over here, and again, I'm going to start with my right 6. So it's going to be x minus 6 squared. I'm going to put in my down 18. I'm going to put in my compression of 17. And I'm going to put in my reflection. And then y equals. Okay, number 3. So we've been doing a bunch of these. Take a look at this. At this point, we should be able to see what's going on here. We have a shift, a horizontal, shift, left 3, and you have a vertical shift down 9. The vertex, -3, comma, -9. Remember, it's -3, even though it's a plus there. Step pattern, there's no number in front of here for a stretch or compression. There's no negative, so it's over x, up x squared. Direction of opening is definitely up. Y-intercept, plug in 0 for x. 3 squared, it's going to be 0. X-intercept, I can't tell from this. Do I have a max or minimum? It opens up, so it's a minimum. And it's going to come from the vertex. It's going to be -9. Let's go and sketch this. -3, -9. We're opening up. The step pattern is over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, over 3, up 9, over 4, up 16. It's going to be symmetric. So those are all my points. Nice and pretty. My x-intercepts I can see now. They should be -6 and 0. Let's check them. -6 plus 3 is -3. -3 squared is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. So when x equals -6, y does equal 0. So that's a good thing. What about 0? 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 subtract 9 is 0. And it works. Very good. 2 more. So we have 4 transformations here. We have a reflection in x-axis. We have a vertical stretch, and it's a multiple of 4. You have a horizontal shift, left 1, and you have a vertical shift up 16. Vertex comes from these two, if we haven't noticed by now. Comes from your horizontals and your vertical shifts. So it's going to be -1, 16. Your step pattern comes from your a value. So it's going to be over x down 4x squared. Direction of opening comes from your a value. It's down. If I open down, I'm going to have a max. My maximum value comes from my vertex, which is 16. My y-intercept, put in 0 for x. 1 squared is 1, times -4 is -4. It's going to be 12. So what do I know so far? I know that I'm going to be at -1, 16. That's my vertex. I know I'm going to have a y-intercept of 0, 12. And so I go over 1, down 4, over 1, down 4. Over 2, I should go down 16, which puts me right here. And if I go over 3, I should go down 4 times 9, which is 36, which I think is right here. And I have to line up my lines right. So here's our parabola. Now, what I told the kids at school to do, and what you guys should be doing, is you should be, when you were doing these, also use Desmos. Make sure that you can graph all of these on Desmos and see what you need to see. So my x-intercepts look like that they're 1, 2, 3, -3, and 1. Let's check them. Let's put in -3. -3 plus 1 is -2. -2 squared is 4, times -4 is -16, plus 16 is 0. That one works. Place 1 in there. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4, times -4 is -16, plus 16 is 0. It works. And the last one we need to do. So the transformations. We have a vertical compression of 2. You have a horizontal shift right 4, and you have a a vertical shift up 5. Once again, your vertex comes from here, so it's going to be 4, 5. Your step pattern comes from your a value, so it's over x, and it's up 1/2 x squared. Direction of opening is up. That gives you a minimum. Then the minimum value is going to be 5. The y-intercept, set x equal to 0. That's going to be 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. I can't tell these with my mathematics, so what I'm going to do, or my algebra, so I'm going to sketch it. So -4, 4, 5, vertex. Y-intercept is 13. So it's over 1, up 1/2, over 1, up 1/2, over 2, up 2, over 3, up 4.5, 1, 2, 3, 4.5, and over 4, up 8. Those are all the halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so this is going to go something like that. This is going to go up like that. And notice that there are no x-intercepts. And I probably could have figured that out knowing that my minimum value is 5 and it opens up, so it's never going to drop down below. Okay guys, that's it for that worksheet. We'll see you later.